What is going on, Fizz Nation? Welcome back to the Fizz. It has been a while. I do apologize for my hiatus. Unfortunately, this channel that we're working on right now, it is very much a spare time thing, and I haven't had a lot of that throughout the holidays and the new year and all that fun stuff. So happy New Year! So glad that that you guys are still here. It's been a heck of a year in 2022 so far. We are starting out this year with an absolute big bang. That's right, if you saw the title of the video, you clicked on it, you already know what we're going to be talking about today. Coca-Cola has released its first brand new flavor in years. And it's not your typical fruit flavoring like cherry or vanilla or anything to that effect. We've already got those. Instead, Coca-Cola has released a brand new original flavor called Starlight. I first saw a notification of this about 2 weeks into January of 2022, and obviously I was immediately intrigued. I wanted to know what this was like. So far, all the description I am finding is coming directly from Coke's website. They're describing it as a flavor that is out of this world, which of course they would, it's Starlight. The official description on their website reads, "Unexpectedly indulgent, Starlight's red hue sparkles with a cooling sensation that tastes like magic. Prepare to drink the stars. Join us to be notified when Coca-Cola Starlight arrives for a brief visit February 21st. So as of the time of this recording, February 21st was yesterday. Today is February 22nd, and when this video releases, it will be February 24th. Did you think this was live? Sorry. But as is the custom at the Fizz, we had to get our hands on it, and there are two variants. There's regular Coke Starlight, and there's also a zero sugar version. So in this video, we're actually going to do something a little different. In this video, we're going to do a twofer. I've got the regular version and I've got the zero sugar version with me today, and we're gonna try both. Ring light notwithstanding, right off the bat, I'm sure you can see the slight red hue that we're working with here. This so it automatically looks like maybe a berry type flavor. So we're gonna try the regular Starlight flavor first. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. If you've been watching the Fizz regularly, you know that the first thing we do is crack the top and give it the old sniff test. So let's go ahead and get into that. Woo! I love that sound. That is such a satisfying sound. All right, let's give it a sniff. Okay, this is very familiar, but I can't quite place the scent. Like, I can smell that it's a Coca-Cola product, but it doesn't smell fruity like I was kind of expecting that it might. It has almost a sort of spiced scent to it, like cinnamon, but not quite. All right, well, that's all the further I think we're gonna get with the sniff test. So you know what time it is. We've got our trusty glass with ice. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, right off the top, you can see this color, this reddish color, and the whole air is filled with sort of like this spiced kind of cinnamony scent. All right, we've got it in the escape pod. Now let's see if we can jettison it and see what kind of new worlds we can discover. Here's to you. This is so familiar, guys. I know I've tasted something like this recently. You know what? This has sort of a, I want to say, graham cracker type flavor to it. Like, that would explain sort of like the cinnamony, spiced type scent that it had. It almost just seems cinnamony and graham cracker. And this is why this is so familiar, because last week I made a cheesecake and I used graham crackers. I ground up graham crackers to make the crust, and this is reminding me of that. Okay, so Coke Starlight has sort of like a cinnamony, graham crackery type flavor to it, which is unusual. It is definitely a flavor that I don't think I've tasted in a Coke product before. Now, over the holidays, Mountain Dew put out a sort of gingerbread flavor, and this is kind of going in that direction, but not entirely. By the way, sorry, I did try that flavor without telling you, and it was really good, but I was just too busy to make a video. But please take my word for it. If you tried it, you know, I don't think it's currently on shelves anymore, but it was very good. So it's not tasting like I expected it would taste based on the color of the soda. I had expected a sort of berry taste to it. You know what I was expecting? Does anybody remember a soda from the 90s called Josta? It was a Pepsi product. It had sort of like a spiced berry type flavor. That is what I was kind of expecting this might taste like. They discontinued Josta in 1999 or 2000 or something to that effect. It didn't last very long, but it was a very unique flavor, and it was exactly this color, I believe. And I was kind of expecting that that's what this would taste like. I'm thrown for a loop because it is something unlike what I was expecting, but it is pretty good. All right, well, we're not quite done yet because, like I said, we are also going to try the zero sugar version of Coke Starlight. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. We're gonna go ahead and give it the old sniff test, but this one's gonna be a little bit quicker. All right, let's give it a sniff. Smells about the same as the regular Starlight. Not much different, and I wouldn't expect much different from a zero sugar version. They do taste closer to the originals than their diet versions, which, side note, why do they still make the diet versions of sodas when they're also making zero sugar versions of sodas that taste closer to the original than the diet versions? You would think they would have replaced them, but what do I know? All right, let's go ahead and get into the zero sugar version of Coke Starlight. So right off the bat, I'm immediately noticing there's a little bit more carbonation in the zero sugar. It's fizzing up a little bit faster, pun very much intended. All right, boldly going where no soda has ever gone before. Coke Starlight Zero Sugar, here's to you. This tastes almost exactly the same as the regular Coke Starlight. The flavor is not as strong, which is usually the case with zero sugar versions of sodas. It's almost like it has a little bit more water in it, but it's just as good. Still has that sort of graham crackery, cinnamony type flavor to it, but perfectly balanced. Nothing outweighs the other. I'd say I'm a fan. I'd say Coke did a really good job with this new flavor. Now, of course, both versions of Coke Starlight, both regular and zero sugar, they are limited edition, so they're not going to be around very long. I anticipate that by the end of the summer, they're going to be gone. So in the last 2 days, I've already seen these pop up basically everywhere. Kroger, Walmart, gas stations. So if you want to try it, it's going to be pretty easy to do so. I like it. I think it's good. I think it's a nice, interesting new flavor. I am kind of surprised that they went in the direction that they went flavor-wise, given how they colored the drink. I would have expected something a little bit more fruity, something a little bit with a little bit more spice to it. But I think that's kind of the point of a soda that you are branding Starlight. You don't really know what to expect. You think you know what to expect, but then you get swerved the closer you get to it. And I think that's exactly what they've done here. All right, so all that said, that's gonna do it from me this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm not sure when the next video is gonna come out. Like I said, this is very much a side thing that I'm doing, but I always have a good time doing it, just as much as I hope you have a good time watching. All right, Fizz Nation, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe. What do you wanna see me review next? Leave your answer in the comments. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. So you guys have a great week, and we will see you next time.